My marathon personal best still stands at Grandma's Marathon at a 2:49:23. I've made attempts since then, and every time I've come close, but not close enough. Always clinging to that 2:49. For a while, my training blocks were basically the same. Same workouts, just a little bit faster. And I knew my fitness wasn't declining, each block stacked on top of the last, but the results never seemed to reflect it. That's when I realized if I wanted to get faster, something had to change. In the past, I'd peak around 80 miles a week, but this time I wanted to push further. The idea of 100-mile weeks honestly did scare me. Scared me of injury, scared of ramping up too quickly, but I didn't just jump into it. I built back up week by week. And yeah, sometimes I wonder if this is a little bit overkill for the paces I'm running, but regardless, it was the challenge I needed. So here we are, 7 weeks out from race day, right in the middle of another 100-mile week. And this is a typical 100-mile week that I have been putting in. 100. All right, today is September 22nd on a Monday. And today we have a 12-mile recovery run, which I split up into a double. It's supposed to be 6 miles in the morning and 6 miles in the afternoon. But I typically like to put in more of the miles in the morning just so that I can get everything out of the way in terms of the mileage. I do 9 miles in the morning, and then after work, I come back, I do an afternoon run for 3 miles. So not a very exciting day, just a typical Monday. Mondays are dreadful for me, going back to work and getting back to the grind. But this is something that I trained for, I signed up for, so it's going to be worth it. So going to get in this 9-mile run now. It's 5 a.m., woke up at 5 a.m., which is the typical wake-up time on these recovery days, and then I'll come back, shower, eat my breakfast, and head to work, and then go about my day. But that's today's run mileage or recovery. Warm up nowadays for me take a while just to get warm up. It's like 2 miles for myself, for my whole body to just really relax and loosen up. So my first mile was like an 8:50, 8:40. Granted, the first 2 miles are always uphill, so a little bit tiring there, but a good warm up. At a stoplight around 4.63, a little spider web. 4.63 miles. Around 6:18 right now. It's getting brighter. Kind of cloudy, but the overcast will probably clear up in like 30 minutes. All right, that was 9.13 miles in 7:55 average pace. I forgot my heart rate monitor today, so there's no heart rate data for that. But basically keeping it easy, keeping it recovering, and my legs felt pretty tight, but I need the chill run today, so just to loosen it up. But now, probably just gonna wash up, get some breakfast, and drink some coffee, and then head to work, and then come back, and then get back to it with the PM run of 5K. So stay tuned for that, but just gonna wash up now and get ready for work. Alright, it's currently 5 p.m. now. I'm here in my garage getting ready for my PM run. I have a Wahoo, so I have a treadmill here. So I'll be running on this for another 5K. It's around 86 degrees Fahrenheit in here. I've seen it go up to at least 90 degrees, so I'll treat it as some kind of heat training. But gonna hop on the treadmill now, getting a quick 5K recovery, and that'll be it for today. Typically, I do my shorter runs on the treadmill nowadays because I get pretty sweaty. And that's why you see me wearing long sleeves, just to kind of retain that sweat from dripping on the treadmill. I don't know if other Wahoo users have this issue, but I sweat a lot, and I've noticed that anything beyond like 8 miles or 10 miles, the rails or the actual treadmill gets pretty wet, and so I start hearing like squeaks, which I think isn't very safe. So I try to minimize my mileage on the treadmill nowadays, but it's still a nice run, a nice treadmill to run on. But typically on these runs, I watch YouTube videos, get caught up on everything here, and it's fun. It's fun. Definitely different from running outside, but I'll take it, especially when winter is coming around. I'm sure it'll cool down a bit here, so looking forward to that. I'm gonna focus a little bit now and get these easy recovery 5K while watching my man Kafuzi's Tokyo World Champions Marathon weekend. So, or just not marathon weekend, just the weekend there. So let's go. Alright, that was 3.13 miles, 5K, and we got up to 88 degrees, but got it done. Nice and chill. My heart rate monitor fell off, my makeshift heart rate monitor, so it's okay. I mean, it's just a recovery and easy run, so it was a nice run, hot run, but got in another 5K in the books. All right, good morning. It is currently day 2, or Tuesday, September 23rd, and it's currently around 4:45-ish. I woke up around 4:30. Gonna get in a 12-mile run today, and then I have another PM run in the afternoon. The 12-mile is gonna be at a general aerobic pace, which is kind of easy, but at the same time a little bit harder than easy. So I'll get that in this morning. The more mileage I need to do, the more early I need to wake up. So 12 miles is decently long, so I had to wake up a little bit earlier today. But yeah, it's early in the morning and gonna get this run in and then do the usual, come back, breakfast, shower up, and then go to work, and then come back for another PM run, which is gonna be another 5K, a nice recovery run in the afternoon. So gonna get that in. That's mile 1 and 8:36. Mile 2, 7:53. Mile 3 and 7:39. Mile 4, 7:26. It's all a bit uphill, so
so far, and I forgot my headphones, so no music today. Mile 5 and 7:24. Mile 6 and 6:53. That was a big downhill, so sped up a bit there. On these general aerobic runs, I try to keep my heart rate around like the 140s, maybe the low 150s, but forgot my heart rate, or I don't have my heart rate monitor strapped, so no heart rate monitor today. That was mile 7 in 6:55. The problem about running early is that I saw spider webs. I got smacked by a lot of them. That was mile 8 in 6:46. Cardio feels good, and my legs are feeling all the fatigue, stacks of mileage throughout the past few weeks, so cardio feels fine. It's mile 9 and 6:48. 3 to go. Alright, that was 12.21 miles at an average pace of 7:13. No heart rate data again today because I lost my heart rate monitor strap, so can't have that heart rate monitor on me, but overall was a good run. Was able to put in some good efforts on the last 2 miles going uphill. My Insta360 ran out of batteries at mile 10. I didn't charge it fully overnight, but the last 3 miles were in the 6s. But overall, good run. Now I'm gonna shower up, eat some breakfast, get ready for work, and then I'll have a PM run in the afternoon. All right, a little bit late today, but got back home around 5:30, and I'm about to go on my PM run, which is gonna be just an easy 5K again. It's a pretty, I guess you can call it cloudy. There's like slight clouds, which is nice, so I don't have to be burned in the sun, but gonna be a pleasant run, a nice recovery, an easy run, just to wrap up the mileage for today. Let's go. Alright, that was 3.25 miles in the books. It was a nice and pleasant run. The weather was great. There were some nice shaded areas by the clouds, so it was nice and breezy. I felt really good actually, and very happy I got this run as I prepare for tomorrow's medium long run. So I'm gonna rest up now, shower up, eat dinner, and sleep well for tomorrow's workout, which is gonna be a fartlek interval workout as well, included in that medium long run. So gonna rest up now. Good day. All right, good morning. It's Wednesday, September 24th, and it's currently 4:14 a.m. I woke up at 4 today. The reason for the early run is a medium long run, so it's going to be about 15 miles today with some fartlek intervals, 2 minute on, 1 minute offs, just 10 of those, and so it's going to be a little bit longer of a run today, and that's why I have to wake up a little bit early than normal. So honestly, one of my least favorite, I guess, runs of the week, since it's so long and as well as in the middle of the week, and I have to wake up super early, dark again, so it's always a struggle to get up and put on my shoes and socks and get out the door, but just gotta keep showing up and getting the work done. So gonna hit that this morning, and then the PM run, of course, there's another recovery 5K in the afternoon, so I'm gonna knock this one out. And typically on these runs I also do gel up, since it is a longer run, and then I bring water as well, so I'll bring that. I have a handheld that I'll bring as well, but gonna hit this, get into work, and come back and get ready for work and do the whole cycle all over again. Wrapping up the warm-up, which was maybe around 3.25 miles, 5K, little warm-up. So once I get up this hill, I'll start my fartleks. Oh, legs are heavy. Here we go. One is always a warm-up kind of fartlek, just to get my legs up to speed a bit, but heavy legs. Okay, those 3 intervals, honestly my legs are not turning over as quickly as I expect, but it's still a little bit early. So we'll see. 30 seconds of recovery, and we're back on. Hitting a stoplight though. 8th interval. Here we go. 2 minutes. Legs are heavy. Recovery. Last one, number 10. Let's go. Finish strong. Ending on this uphill fartlek interval. That was it. 10 fartleks right there. 2 minute on, 1 minute off. Recovery, and back to easy pace. We're about 10.3 miles in. Legs are okay. Definitely tired, but all part of the process. 12 and a half miles in, 2.5 miles left. Half miles in, still kind of dark, almost home. Forgot to start my watch again at the stoplight. I lost about 0.2 miles. That's okay. That's 15 miles in 1 hour 48 minutes at an average pace of 7:13. Average heart rate surprisingly 138, which isn't bad. A lot lower overall. I guess my fitness is just going up there. Cardio definitely felt pretty good. Legs felt pretty heavy, but I think it's really a mental game. Because at the end of the day, once I finish, I feel fine. It's just starting to run. I'm just like mentally telling myself, oh, it's so heavy, oh, it's so hard. But once you finish, it's like, it's actually not that bad. So I think a lot of it was just mental, but overall, good run, happy with it. And gonna get ready for work, shower up, eat breakfast, the usual, and then have a PM run in the afternoon.
All right, it's currently 4:30 p.m. Just got back and got changed. It's pretty sunny and pretty hot right now, and that's why I'm wearing these long sleeves, just to get that extra UV protection. But yeah, it's gonna be a easy 4 to 5 mile recovery run, so it'll be a nice chill run, and hopefully my legs don't feel too heavy from this morning's fartlek medium long run. But gonna get this chill run in and then relax for the rest of the day. Let's go.
1, 8:35. Mile 2, 8:10. Mile 3 and 7:45. Mile 4, 7:20. Alright, 4.20 miles on the average pace of 7:56. Average heart rate 130. Good run. Let's go.
Alright, good morning. It's currently around 4:45 right now on a Thursday, day 4 of this 100-mile week. Pretty early. It's going to be a 12-mile run today. It's going to be a workout. So it's going to be 5 miles of LT pace, which I think will probably be around 10K to half marathon pace. And I think I'll probably break it up instead of doing it continuous. I usually have the option of doing that depending on how I feel. So I'll probably go 2-2-1 likely, but we'll see how I feel. I typically don't have another workout after the medium long run, but because I plan to do my long run on Saturday instead of having this workout on Friday, which is going to be tomorrow, I switched it so that I have a rest day right before the long run. So gonna hit this workout, and no PM run today, so that's good. Gonna hit this workout, realize that a lot of the footage that I've been showing is pretty dark because I just run in the dark, so you guys probably don't see much, but hopefully it captures the vibe or the run of how I'm feeling most of the time. So yeah, I'm gonna knock out this workout and I'll see you guys after.
to the track, about a 2.5 mile run. So I treat it as a warm up. Once I get to the track, that's when the workout starts. Let's go. Track. Super dark, so I won't see anything. Alright, probably can't see anything. Trying to use my watch light as light, but just basically walking around a bit before the start. Let my heart rate kind of settle, and I'll start the 5 miles of lactate threshold workout. Alright, let's start. In 3, 2, 1. Five, 57. 2, 551. Recover. And recover for 100 meters. Which is roughly be around 2 to 3 minutes of rest. And hop back right in to a second interval of 2 miles. Lactate threshold. And then another break. And then 1 more mile. 2-minute rest. Start a new one. Let's go. Mile 3, 550. Mile 4, 549. Recover. Alright. 1 more mile at OT. Let's go. Here we go. Mile 5, 544. Whew. Alright, we're time to run back 3 miles. Good workout. 5 miles. I like to get a code. 221. Not bad with these legs, so gotta cool down now. Let's go. That is 12.02 miles at an average pace of 7:03, but those had 5 miles of lactate threshold work. Overall heart rate was 140, pretty low again, but also factors in like a warm-up, cool-down heart rates. I'll have to look back on what my average heart rate was during the lactate threshold, but I remember my paces for the lactate threshold was 557, 553, and 550, 549, and then the last one was 544. So not too bad. Good workout. No PM run today, so that's good. Nice time to recover, fuel up, hydrate well, and on to the next one.
All right, good morning. We made it to Friday. It's day 5 of this 100-mile week, and what we got today is just an easy recovery run of 8 miles in the morning, and then a 3-mile or 5K PM run in the afternoon. So nice and chill day today as I rest up for tomorrow's long run. But overall, feeling okay. I was able to sleep in today. Woke up at 5. But my legs, of course, still feel a little bit fatigued, but that's given all the mileage that it has been racking up. So feeling a bit slow, fatigued, but I'm going to use this day as a good recovery and prep for tomorrow's long run. So I'm going to get it in, have a nice run, and have a good Friday. Let's go.
Oh, 8:56. Sorry, 8:46. Mile 2 to the 8:11. A little bit windier today, but not too bad for windiness. Nice breeze. Mile 3 and 7:55. Feeling a light drizzle. Pretty refreshing. It's also wind. You can smell the rain like when it hits the concrete. I'm doing basically the same routes, so nothing new in terms of scenery around me. Just enjoying the run. Drizzling a bit harder, but nice and refreshing. Forgot to restart my watch there. I was like 0.1-ish miles. That was mile 4. 7:50. Drizzly. It's mile 5. 7:44. Mile 6 in like 7:30, 7:40. Still drizzling a little bit, but it's lighter now, so refreshing. Mile 7, 7:26. All the puddles. Be very careful not to slip. The shoes aren't very good at handling wet surfaces, I think. So being very careful, especially when the shoes have like almost 700 miles on them. So the grip is definitely not there. That's all 8. 7:29. It's been bright now. Cloudy. Alright, that was 8.21 miles at an average pace of 7:51. Average heart rate 127. Chill run, rainy run, cool run, and cloudy run. Good run.
So this is my typical morning breakfast. It's quite, I guess, a lot of different kinds of foods. It's there's the, of course, bagel. There's also the cereal, Magic Spoon cereal, which is a little bit more protein in there than sugar. Just not a lot of sugar in that brand, with oat milk. And then I also have beef broth, or not beef broth, chicken broth. Chicken broth tastes better in my opinion. And then I got the Spindrift mixed with Elementi carbonated drink, and that is so refreshing. Every time I finish a run and drink that, I always feel like I'm like rejuvenated. And I guess if anyone has any recommendations for bagels, I'm trying to look for the best brand of bagels, and right now my favorite is Trader Joe's. This one I think I just picked off randomly from a store. I think it was Sara Lee brand of bagels, but Sara Lee bagels are okay to me. It's still carbs, but I'm trying to look for a more yummy bagel brand. And right now Trader Joe's is my top brand, but plain bagels. So none of that cheese or jalapeno stuff. I just like plain bagels. So if anyone has any good recommendations on plain bagels, I'll take it. I say this is probably around 600 calories, 700 calories. But gonna gobble this down and then once I finish, head out to work and come back and do my PM run. So let's go. All right, it's currently around 5 p.m. I'm back from work and about to go on my PM run, just an easy 5K, and I'll take it on the treadmill because it's a pretty gloomy day today, so it looks like it's gonna rain, but who knows? I just don't want to, go out a run and then just get rain dumped on, so I'll play it safe and do it on the treadmill while I watch some nice YouTube videos. But yeah, gonna enjoy it. Gonna enjoy this chill run and then rest up for tomorrow's long run. Let's go.
So I'm watching David Roach's documentary on Leadville. The guy's insane, running back-to-back course records at Leadville. It's crazy. But I'm wrapping up this easy run, nice and easy. Maybe around 25 minutes of running, so nice and chill.
All right, that was 3.2 miles at an average pace around 8 minutes or 7:59-ish. But that wraps up the day. Gonna chill, eat dinner, and rest up for tomorrow's long run. Let's go. All right, good morning. Today is Saturday, September 27th, and it's long run day. Sometimes I have my long runs on Sundays or Saturdays. It depends on my schedule usually. But this week I have it on a Saturday, and it's going to be a 22-mile long run, or I hope. But what I have is 22 miles, and just mentally prepping for that, having some food, bowl of bao in the morning, the usual before a long run. But the workout today, I think I'll try doing 4x3 miles of marathon pace with a mile in between of float and see how that goes. Legs are pretty tired. Woke up with my legs feeling not as fresh as the usual days, but it could just be a mental thing again. So I'll just have to make sure I get the warm up in. So just resting up right now. Currently it's 5:30. I woke up at 5 today. Current weather is around the low 60s. So it could be a nice run today, but we'll see. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think every week is like this. So I'll enjoy it, getting a good stimulus and good workout, and continue on my day on a lovely Saturday. Wrapping up this 4-mile warm-up, and then we'll go into the marathon pace miles. Let's go. Legs are heavy, but I'm gonna work it out. Let's go. That was the first set, not too bad. Started with the incline, then went decline. Cardio feels fine. Legs, the usual. Recover for 1 mile, and back at it.
interval gonna start. Took a gel, so ready for the second interval. It's gonna be downhill mainly, so it should be okay. Just hopefully my quads will be fine. So let's go. All right, second interval done. Legs are dead. Cardio feels good though, because it's downhill. So I saw Natalie, saw Christine. Pleasant interval there. Recovering for a mile, and back on it. All right, third interval. It's gonna be a gradual uphill. See how long I can hang. Legs are shot. That was the third interval. Might not do the fourth. Just be safe. My legs are so dead right now. Can't wait to have fresh legs. Let's see how I feel after 1 mile of recovery. Right now my legs are just heavy and my hip is a little bit stiff. I'd rather maybe just cut it short here, let myself recover so I can hit more workouts next week. I think I did a pretty good job this week, so, and last week I also hit a 10-mile marathon pace workout during the long run, so there's no need to push myself in this long run here. Look at all these bugs on me. Oh my gosh, dude. So many gnats. I'm drenched. Today's would be a 22-mile workout. I'll probably just do 20. Kinda sucks, but I think it's fine because I'll still be at 100 miles this week. And my legs are pretty fatigued to start with, so kind of just making myself feel better about not doing this workout well, but I think it's good enough. I shouldn't risk it. So I'm gonna cap it here. Do some easy miles back. .18 miles at a 7:04 pace. Average heart rate 142. Lungs were here, the legs were not. Had to do only 3 intervals instead of 4. Cut it short there. And then instead of 22 miles, put it at 20 miles. Just because my legs feel a little bit icky or iffy. So I'd rather just play it safe. Rough day, but got in a good amount of stimulus, so happy with it still. There'll be those days.
Alright, it's day 7, the last day of this week, September 28th on a Sunday. It's currently 5:17 a.m. I woke up at 5 today, and today we have a 10-mile recovery or easy run. Getting in that last run to reach 100 miles and letting my body kind of loosen up and recover on this easy run from yesterday's long run. So I'm gonna wrap up the day. No PM run today too, so just a nice AM run, and it was a good week. A little bit rough yesterday, but at the end of the day,
put in the work, showed up, and was able to get in the mileage. So ultimately got that stimulus for this week, and was another week in the books. So it's just a typical week for me. As you can see, it was very repetitive, monotonous, and nothing really special throughout this typical week. And to me, that's kind of how the process has been, and will most likely always be. So it's something to grind out for sure. So props to anyone who does this, as they are also training for whatever marathon, half marathon, or anything like that, because it requires a lot of discipline to wake up and put on your shoes and just show up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned something and draw some inspiration from it, and hopefully you guys will knock out your marathon training blocks or whatever training you're training on too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now 8:37. Feeling a bit in my right hip, so just gotta be really careful not to go too fast. I may tweak it. It's about 3 minutes. Now it's around 7:40 something. 8:07. It's now 7:51. It's now 7:51. Now 7:52. Now 7:53. Now 7:43. 10.07 miles in an hour 20 minutes. Average pace 7:59. Average heart rate 128. That's 100.